Hi, I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're a regular visitor here. And if this is your first visit here, a big welcome to you. And I would love it if you'd subscribe. I hope you enjoy my content. I do my best. Anyway, this is a short heads up about the month of March 2023 for Sagittarius, and that's whether you are Sun in Sagittarius or the rising sign, also known as the ascendant. So Sagittarius, what you need to know before we even start with your reading is that this is one of the most powerful, significant months of the year, if not of the decade. And we probably haven't had such extraordinary astrological energy since the beginning of January 2020, when we had Saturn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. So that's how massive this month is going to be. And with the transits that I'm talking about, I have done, or I am in the process of doing separate videos for each of them. And one of those is Saturn's move into Pisces. Another one will be the spring equinox on the 20th. And finally, the real big one, Pluto's move into Aquarius. So they will be 3 separate individual videos, but I touched on it in your reading. So let's start and look at what's going on at home, because the part of your chart that is home is Pisces for you. And Mercury's here. Mercury is our planet of communication, and it's here at the beginning of the month. And I just think it's bringing interesting communication with family members, maybe people visiting, traveling, but sort of a nice jovial feel about the energy at home with Mercury here, and maybe discussing plans for the future. Mercury, by the 19th, moves into Aries, which is your 5th house. Now, Aries is really jam-packed with astrological activity this month. So you're going to hear me mentioning Aries a lot, as you will hear me mentioning Pisces, Aquarius, and Taurus. So they're all sort of bunched together in this part of the zodiac at the moment. So Mercury then moves into Aries on the 19th of March. This is your 5th house. This could bring communication with close friends and maybe arranging to do fun things like go and see a show, go and see a band play, go and see an art exhibition. Anything like that can come up with this kind of energy. And if you don't want to do any of those things, then you're missing a lovely opportunity. So let's move a little bit further on to the 7th of March, which is the first of a very significant date for the whole year. Because not only do we have a full moon in Virgo, and that's in the part of your chart that is to do with your career and your kind of passion in life, and that's on the 7th, but also this is the day that Saturn slips into Pisces, into your 4th house. Now, Saturn has been in your 3rd house of Aquarius, which is all about communication. And it's enabled you to be a little bit more structured and boundaried about the way you put things across to others. And its move into Pisces shows us that you may seriously, over the next 3 years, think about significant changes you want to make to your living space. Some of you may move home. Some of you may make big changes at home. But certainly there will be some significant shift of energies. It can even be moving country or location to, a far distant location. And the other thing is that it can bring some commitment and solidity and security to relationships with family if they've been a little bit off the grid and not really as secure as you would like them to be. The full moon in Virgo in your 10th house really is shedding light on a part of your particular path, and whether you're retired, whether you have a career, whether you have you work for a company, it's part of that needs to close, to change. So it doesn't have to be bad. It's just maybe that you're scattering your energies a little bit too widely. Sagittarius, you know, your ruling planet Jupiter, you know, it expands everything. And sometimes you just spread your energies too thinly. And this is about just containing that a bit and looking at what really serves you and what you can keep in your working life or your career and what just really needs to go. Now, let's move back to what's happening in Aries, because on the 12th, Jupiter, my big outer boy of expansion, of luck, of opportunity, is going to be conjunct Chiron. Now, Chiron is our asteroid, the wounded healer. This is Aries. This is your 5th house of creativity. I said this house was really jam-packed with activity this month. Now, this is lovely opportunity because it feels like if there is something that you have felt unhappy about, hurt about, with regard to anything to do with your children, then Jupiter can bring in that healing energy to heal the wounds that are open. Now, if you're not working with the energy constructively, Jupiter can absolutely exaggerate them. So you've got two sides to this energy. One is the great opportunity for healing any potential problems you've had with children. Two is it can expand and exaggerate and show a gaping hole, which doesn't need to be there. And it can also mean Jupiter in this part of your chart, of course, that those of you of childbearing age can fall pregnant. And don't worry that it's conjunct Chiron. I think that's, you know, would be healing a wound of a need for motherhood. So this could be a long-awaited pregnancy that manifests at this time. And then following up on the 20th with the spring equinox, the sun enters this part of your chart, Aries 2, bringing health and a feeling of joy about life. So really super energy in this part of your chart. I think also this month, Sagittarius, you're going to have some fun. It's actually going to be a fun month. And, you know, getting together with friends and really just a lot of enjoyment, because also on the 21st, we have the new moon here. So Aries in your 5th house, super packed with energy this month, lovely energy. And this new moon gives you an opportunity also, if you're looking, to maybe meet a love, a romantic partner, because that can be another manifestation of the 5th house. So if you're single and looking, this could be the energy that gives you the opportunity to meet someone, especially with that Jupiter there. And that could heal the wound of feeling single and not liking it. Let's see what happens then, because on the 21st, Venus, our planet of love, relationship, and self-value. Venus is in Taurus currently, and it's going to be conjunct the North Node. Now, this is the part of your chart to do with your day-to-day routine. Now, this is about you making it much clearer to yourself, valuing yourself enough to say, I'm not going to put myself out for everybody else's routine. I have to set my own routine that suits me, because the North Node is in your chart, in your 6th house. This is really giving you the opportunity to say, it's my destiny, my life. I have to decide how my routine works for me so that I feel valuable, and valuable not only to others, but also to myself. Because also the 6th house is the house of service to others. By the 30th, Venus comes up to conjunct my big outer boy Uranus, our planet of the unexpected, our planet of shocks and surprises, also in Taurus and in this same part of your chart. This is where you get unexpected kind of developments and some sort of, it feels like a surge of energy of good feeling. So it's like when Venus has been conjunct the North Node, you've taken back your mantle. You've said, enough's enough. I have to look after me primarily. And if I'm not okay, I can't be okay for anybody else. And so Uranus, in a sense, rewards you with some really kind of innovative ideas on how you can make your working routine work much better for you. Now, then we come to the major, big energy of the decade, no less. March the 23rd, Pluto, my dwarf planet Pluto, our planet of transformation, of beginnings, of endings. Pluto is the phoenix that rises from the ashes. Pluto is about, it's a very deep feeling planet. It goes down to the muddy depths. Pluto has been in your 2nd house of finance, Capricorn, where it's been doing its best over the last 15, 16, 17 years to transform your financial situation into something more secure. Now, hopefully you've worked with Pluto's energy and that has manifested. You'll still have time to tweak the odd details because Pluto will dip back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn until the end of 2024, when it will fully move into your 3rd house of communication. Now, what you're going to notice when Pluto does move in on the 23rd is, in a sense, a taste, just a hint of what you can expect from 2024 onwards. And what that will be is that you will find your whole way of thinking, of communicating, transforms. Some of you will get involved in creative projects like writing books, writing things that really transform our lives, your life. A cathartic kind of writing down of your experiences would be wonderful use of this energy, wonderful self-development, personal therapy. So really big energy. And March, as I said, is a very powerful month. And you might not see the changes in March, but you will look back on this month and realize that that is when things changed. So on that note, please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those wonderful things that so many of you do. And I'm super grateful, I really am. And thank you to all my new subscribers. It really is wonderful to have you here and your ongoing support. And I will do my best to produce interesting and informative content to the best of my ability. Sometimes I make mistakes, but hey, I'm human. So in the meantime, thank you for joining me for your March overview. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.